How are you guys, and welcome to the video. So today we're going to be checking out a brand new mod on SnowRunner. It is the F19 mods Sentry. Basically it's a GQ short wheelbase. Pretty keen to check this out. Stick around and we'll see what this mod's all about. Alright, so you can see on screen now we've got the brand new F19mods.com 1992 F19 mods Sentry. It's a Scout. Obviously the power to weight looks pretty good, durability looks pretty good, fuel consumption is absolutely terrible, which is to be expected. 120 litres isn't too bad for this one as well. So stock standard, we're running 32-inch all-terrains, switchable all-wheel drive, capable diff lock, and we've got a stock height. Let's get this one all done. Let's get it in there. Let's go and have a look. So straight away, it actually looks really nice. I think the quality of the F19 mods is pretty on par with exactly what you'd want out of a game. Being that it's still an aftermarket mod, I think they do quite well. From what I know of F19 mods, they do have a paid mod service that you can subscribe to and get a whole host of other different mods as well. They do, on the other hand, put some mods into the game for everybody to use. We're going to use a controller today. We'll go check it out and see what customization options this GQ short wheelbase patrol has. So it's looking pretty bloody cool. I've actually had a short wheelbase GQ patrol as my car. I had big 35s on it. It was black with a red pinstripe. Beautiful car, real fun to drive as well. Let's see what options we've got in this one. So we've got the M57 SWAT, we've got the 2.8 litre RD28, which would be absolutely gutless, and we've got the big old TD42 diesel, so we're going to chuck that in there now. Gearbox wise, we've got a stock gearbox or a crawling gearbox. We're going to whack the crawling gearbox in there and have a look. What else we got? We've got suspension, so we've got a 4-inch lift, which doesn't look too bad on these rims. We've got the 6-inch lift, we've got a 9-inch lift as well, and then we've got the stock height as well, which looks really low now. We're going to go down, we're going to try maybe the 6-inch lift, see how we go with that. We'll see what tyre options we've got as well. We've got from 32, textures look a little bit funny, but that's all good. Doesn't mean that they're going to perform any worse than normal. We've got a 40-inch Geolander as well. We're starting to get pretty big. That doesn't even fit in the guard up there. You can see guard-wise we're running out of room. We've got the muddies, and so we've just got all-terrains and muddies. These guys are pretty heavy into their realistic side of things. So I'm going to go a 37-inch KM3, I think, just to keep it semi-realistic. I don't think that's that unrealistic. Let's see what it looks like with the 4. I actually prefer it with the 4-inch, except that rear guard is getting super close. I'm not sure if you can see that if I spin this around this way. Not a whole lot of room there for any flex, so the 9-inch is ridiculous. Alright, we're going to stick with that 6-inch. Extended winch, long and strong, battery powered, strong winch. All $1. Cheap as chips. Got a spare wheel on the back as well, so we've obviously got the option to get rid of that if we need to. Diff lock, engageable, we're going to grab that. That spare wheel was already engaged. Snorkel wires, so we've got the plastic safari style snorkel on the side there. Very stock standard sort of normal looking snorkel, which is cool, so we'll grab that. Frame add-ons, so we've got a really nice neat roof rack on the top there actually, which actually really suits it as well. Really looks good, and the way they've implemented that into the vehicle looks really good as well. We'll grab that. We've got a rooftop tent, got some jerry cans, so an added fuel storage. We've got some max tracks there, and maybe either another box or a fuel can there on its side as well. We'll grab that as well, might as well while we're going all out. Rear bumper, so we've got two different options. We've got a tube rear bumper or the stock standard rear bumper. You'll see that the rear quarter just on the side here is chopped right at that style line, which is exactly what you do in real life as well. Side steps, we got our rock sliders, which are beautifully tucked up right up into the body there. Good angle from both top and bottom and side as well. We'll grab them. Fenders, or we've got our big bolt-on over fenders, or we've got our normal ones. So bolt-ons, so they add a little bit of extra width as well. They're about the same width out. So we're going to chuck those over fenders on. Front bumpers. Alright, so we've got not a huge selection of front bumpers, but again, these guys do lean towards their paid mods from what I know of them. We're going to go this one, I reckon. Rims. So we've got our dynamic rims, or our normal beadlock circular rims. These ones actually look really nice as well. Color wise, so we've got a ton of different colors for this car. Maroon, red. We'll flick through all these different color options. It does look pretty bloody cool in black. Oh, we've got the two-tone as well. How awesome is that? Love that two-tone. Really cool that they would include that. Ton of different options. Even that silver grey looks really cool. Very similar to what I had. Got a huge amount. Silver and grey. We're going to go... I reckon we're going to go with that silver and grey, to be honest. And we cannot have any interior or exterior customizations. The interior actually looks really interesting as well. All right, let's leave the garage. Let's have a look at this car. So sound-wise, it actually pretty generic with its sound, but we're not going to expect too much. Doesn't look too bad out in the wild. Some of the details are a little bit bland, but in saying that, there's other mods that are much, much worse than this. I think there wasn't originally a GQ short wheelbase in the game already, but it looked and drove pretty terrible. So we've got pretty good detail. We've got drive shafts underneath, tail shafts, pretty good detail. I wonder if that's an extra fuel can up on top as well. Let's hop in here, have a look at this interior. So the textures are there. The steering wheel looks a little bit funny, I'll be honest. But F19 mods on the seats. Everything looks pretty bloody good. We've got some switches up on the panel there as well. And we've got a working tacho and a working speedo as well, guys. Interesting. Alright, let's take this for a little drive. Quickly, we'll just see if we've got all-wheel drive and into low, and we've got a diff lock as well. Now we'll just head over and give it a little bit of a flex. We've only got a 4-inch lift on this, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy and hectic. Ooh, it doesn't do too badly though. Have a look at that flex. Actually quite realistic, and again, I keep saying, but these guys do focus a lot more on a realistic type mod. All of their paid mods are all fairly realistic in the way they work, but that does look pretty cool. That's fairly realistic. We are lifting a little wheel at the front there, but I think that's pretty bloody good. We'll go back into auto. It does want to crawl over everything really, really well, which is kind of cool. We're going to head out the back here, see what it's like on the mud. Take full drive off. So we are in the crawler gearbox as well, so we're not going to go that fast on the mud. Quite a good little mod, to be honest. So the wheelbase is going to be a lot shorter than normal, so you probably will crawl over a few things that normally you would get hooked up on with the wheels a little bit wider apart. Might take us a little while to get down to where I want to go, so for you guys I'll speed that up now. Alright, we've arrived at our little test track. On Rimowa's Tough Truck map is the map we're using today as well. So just up the back here, this is where we spawn, and then we've made our way down to the bottom here. There is a repair shop and a fuel fill up here. A nice little test track around here. It's got a little bit of everything, divots, hill climbs, rocky tracks, a bit of everything really. So we're going to give this a go and see how this car performs on here. So we're going to shift into diff lock on. We're going to go back into normal low, I reckon. Let's see how this car goes along here. Straight away, traction feels quite realistic and nice. Nothing too overpowered. Flex looks pretty good as well. You can see those tyres squashing nicely. It does lift a wheel every now and then. We'll see how it goes when you get on a real tough lean. See if the car's any good on that side of things. Oof. Seems to be doing quite well. I actually really enjoy it. Feels really fun to drive. I'm going to slow that down a little bit as well, back into low minus. We do have diff locks on and all drive engaged as well. You can see that suspension working really, really well. I love that silver and dark charcoal color as well. That's really cool. Back on the diff locks. Center clearance on the car is really, really good. And as I said before, the distance between the wheels is definitely changes the track you're driving on. I'm used to having that long wheelbase where most of the tracks that are made to sort of get you hooked up on that certain distance apart from the wheels, so having this shorter wheelbase is quite interesting. Back into that thick mud, or get a bit of slippage there. We've got the muddies on, so we should be able to get a little bit of traction there. We've got a big tree root F19 mods on the back as well, which is kind of cool. We're going to get out of here. A bit of left and right, guys. Left and right. If you ever do get stuck, whether it's IRL or in the game, that left to right definitely makes a massive difference to help you get a bit of traction as well. There we go. It's getting there. Picks itself up. Might go into low. A little bit of extra speed. Try not to get this hooked up on anything. Oh, that is deep. Bit of a winch to help us out of that deep hole. Easy. So coming up next, after this little mud pit, we've got a... oh, we almost went over the front then. Dangerous water level. So we're nowhere near that snorkel either. Let me just run it back a little bit, because we are definitely not near the snorkel. Oh no, that's alright. Might have been just a bit of a glitch. I was going to say, we weren't near the top of that snorkel, but we had a dangerous water level warning. No engine damage or anything though, which is good. This one's a steep one. Can it pull straight out of that? Easy. Cruising through here. It's walking over all of these obstacles. Really cool to see. Car's definitely a little bit more dirty now as well. Those of you that are interested in this game as well, we do run a big Discord with well over 1,000 people, all interested in this kind of gaming, car gaming, a bit of everything really, but definitely we've got a big fan base for all the SnowRunner stuff. Jump into the Discord, discord.gg/yeetcrew will get you in there, or you just click the link down below as well. That'll get you into Discord. You can get involved with us. We do stream fairly often on TikTok as well. We do a lot of TikTok lives, or playing all sorts of different games. We do a lot of SnowRunner though, which is really enjoyable. Or get that car down on its side there, or big wheel lifts. Is it going to get up this hill? It's getting there. Traction's really quite good on this. It's sort of got just enough slip that it feels fairly realistic as well, which is kind of cool. Oof. Cruising over those rocks. Alright, we've got some pretty steep angles coming up, so I know that cars do roll fairly easily over some of these angles down here. We do normally chuck a winch rope out to help us around. We'll see how this goes without any winch rope or anything like that, just to get an idea of what the weight and the rolling motion is on this. So just here we've got a pretty crazy angle. Back up onto there. Ooh. Cool, that short wheelbase really does make a big difference. And coming up next, oh, is it going to get up there? There it is. We've got some rocks, so we're going to see how the car flexes over these rocks, how that short wheelbase handles the different articulations as well. There it is, guys, the F19 brand new GQ short wheelbase out. I think that run really gave it a good test. I really enjoyed using it. I think I'll put a link down below if you want to download this mod in the game as well. Stay tuned, I'm sure there'll be some updates, maybe some extra add-ons, who knows, but definitely a really fun car to drive in SnowRunner. Easy guys, thank you for watching.